Alright, round 2 of the EU training is undergo. We currently have the Gensursendo again, or Credo again, the AS Stormwing, the addition of the Howling Soul, which is a squid piloted by the ever so wonderful Zolorius. It's currently using a flame strategy here, and with a disabler in the back. We have the Dragula, the Ophelia, and the Kurov. These are piloted by Aquamac, who is also assisting everyone on his ship, Satchmo on the Ophelia, who is also being the assistant, and the Tarker is piloted by CFG. Seems the Ophelia is in a nice headlong assault on the Stormwing, which is good, seeing as how it is the long-range sniper. However, it seems it also changed into a galleon filled with Manticore watches. Mac seems to be hanging around the back with his Dragula crew, trying to get them satiated with everything, it seems. While Satchmo and the Ophelia seem to be taking quite the beating from everyone else. Mac currently has the standard flat cannon MG on his Pyramidion, along with a flamer and Gatling gun for disabling and hull damage on the side. The Kurkov seems to have twin cannonades and a watch on one side with the heavy mortar and flat cannon on the other. So he's got the full house of heavy weapons, along with a MG on the side for disabling, as well on the back. And finally, Satchmo also has the standard set up with the addition of a mercury cannon on the back. Seems Satchmo is trying to get a good tactical advantage of this crew here, swinging him around back while all the red team is distracted with the fire being put down on them. Mac doing a great job, hanging back a little bit, pushing the Gent in very slightly, while the squid is attempting to get out of this firefight. Alright, here comes the Satchmo's Ophelia, trying to assist on the squid or the Pyramidion. Seems like they're doing a great job rounding them all up as one goes down, and soon to be two. Meanwhile, Stormwing seems to be orbiting around the general area, trying to put as much fire down as possible on the enemy galleon. Satchmo seems to be hunting down that squid. Meanwhile, red team picks up a good kill on the Kurov, and a second one, or the Dragula rather, and a second one on the Kurov. Squid still running for its life, doing a great job of breaking off the Ophelia from the rest of the team. Meanwhile, Mac and Dragula are back up, and Aderus and the Gents seems to be trying to get the Ophelia off of their squid's back. Squid seems to have ran straight into the Kurov though. Not a good idea. However, the squid, being much more nimble, is rounding him off quite well. But the Ophelia is coming in as a Pyramidion to try and take the pressure off so they can perhaps pick up a kill. Match so far in favor of red team, but could always turn around. Meanwhile, back in the middle of it all, Max seems to be getting hit hard by the Stormwing and the Gent, trying to pull this one off while the Squid comes in for an intercept, and he is now outmanned 3-1. His engineers seem to be doing a good job of keeping him afloat. However, a lot of their stuff's on fire, and their hull and ballooner seem to be out. And down he goes. Again, red team in favor. One kill and just about wraps this one up. However, there are two very weak red teams, and it looks like the Ophelia is trying to exploit this. Satchmo not letting this squid get away twice, it seems. But the engineer is doing a great job of keeping the hole up. And down she goes. Meanwhile, Idris's Jens Krenzo, with all the wonderful Russian players, is trying to get that final kill and perhaps revenge on Satchmo and the Ophelia. And Mac comes in to try and sidewind the Stormwing. Not a good idea when the Galleon is a great broadside striker, whereas the Pyramidion is a forward cannon, which can exploit the Galleon's blindside quite well. Looks like Mac's getting a little bit of assist from the Kurov here. If he can keep his hole up, they might be able to take another kill. Red team with the Gent and Howling Soul seem to be trying to take out Mac's Ophelia here. Or Satchmo's Ophelia, I forgot. An interesting broadside battle is ensuing with the two galleons, as Mac and the Dragula have seemed to pull off. However, the Kurov seems to be neglecting to turn to position his cannons appropriately. Meanwhile, Satchmo and the Ophelia are outnumbered 2-1 with a very weak Gents, and this squid seems to be trying to disable and or pick off the Ophelia quite well. Meanwhile, Mac is lingering back. Broadside battle still ensuing over the side, however it seems in favor of the Stormwing. And down goes the Ophelia. Satchmo was overwhelmed by the two ships. Kurov seems rather disabled here. Every gun is out, and their hull and balloon are taking quite a beating. Meanwhile, the Stormwing seems a-okay and is waiting for a clean sight on it. Kurov taking a risky move, flying through a dust cloud here, trying to hide itself. Perhaps trying to reposition and attack the Gent. Up, looks like Mac's about to get that final barrage. Stormwing doing a great job of sitting back like a galleon should and pounding them hard with all their heavy weapons at their disposal. Mac's just about to go down here, and there we go. Mac went down for the final kill, and red team takes round 2. Another great session of training, and everyone hopefully had a good time.